Hello again! In this lecture, you will learn how to bulk manage. In other words, how to create a lot of changes from one single place. Very fast, very effective. One of those things you really want to know. Let's dive in. So we're going to use this ad account once again, so we have a little bit more to play around with, but it works the exact same whether your account is old or whether your account is completely brand new. Alright, so bulk manage means to do a lot of changes to a lot of things from a single place, right? So for example, if I wanted to turn all of these campaigns on, I would have to click one by one by one by one by one. Now that takes a lot of time, especially if you need to do such an action frequently. By bulk managing, you can turn them all on with one click, right? You're managing things in a bulk. So all you would need to do to select all of these would be to click up here, and then right next to the edit here, there's a drop down, and then you would click on turn on, and then all of these ad campaigns will be on. And there is a lot of really amazing things you can do with bulk managing. So let's go to the ad sets level because there are some different options in there. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to select all of these ad sets, and there's quite a few ad sets in here. And let's say that I wanted to change the budget, right? We can see that most of them are at $5, some are at $3, but let's say that we wanted to change all of these to $10, right? So what we would do then is click on the drop down and then go down where it says budget, right? So we're gonna click there, and I absolutely love this. So here we can see all of the selected ad sets we have. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to click here to select them all, and then I'm going to, you can either use a set a daily budget to, decrease daily, or increase daily, but what I'm gonna do is set daily budget to, and I'm gonna write $10 here, and then I'm going to hit publish. So now I have changed the budget to all of these to $10 with one single click. Super fast, super effective. It would take me much longer to go through these one by one. And this would be especially true if we had a lot of ads, let's say hundreds or thousands of ad sets. So it's a really important thing to know. And this is also where it becomes important to know how to filter, because then you can bring out only the ones that you are interested in, filter those out, and then select all of those and then bulk manage them. You can see that as we're learning all these kind of tips and tricks to become really effective in our ways of managing ads. So that's just one of the things you can do in bulk manage. As you can see, you can set a start date, you can set an end date, you can change the audience by the age, the gender, the delivery option, the delivery type, the placements. If I go into placements here, for example, well, the very same thing. I can select all of them or I can select a few of them here. Let's select all of them. Go into action and I can add placements, right, to all of them. I can remove placements and I can switch to auto placements. So these are all bulk actions that we're doing. So similarly, if I go in here, I can also use something known as find and replace. It's a very cool feature. So what find and replace is basically is that it finds a word or a phrase and then it replaces it with something else. So this can be handy, for example, if you've decided to change something up. Let's say that you have a business and you have that a certain business name in all of these ad sets or in these campaigns. Well, if that business changes its name, it only stands to reason that you want to change its name as well. So then you would just replace that business name that you've added in here with the new name. So for us, for example, so let's say that we want to change the word CPC, right? So we only have it in one place, and let's say that we turn all of our CPC ads into landing page optimizations. So now I'm replacing all of the places that says CPC with landing page. So by clicking on save to draft, you can see there's the current text, it's only one place, and here's the new text. The amazing thing is that if you have hundreds or thousands of them and there's some word that you want to change out, well, you can very easily do this by writing in the word that you want to replace and then writing in what you want to replace it with and then hit save to draft, right? And once you've done that and hit publish, well, then you're all set to go, like we just did with our budget change in here. So it's not any more complicated than that. And remember, on the different levels, you have different options. So if we go to ads here, and there's a lot of ad designs, right? I can select all of them or a few, can go to the drop down here. And then I could, for example, I could change the primary text. I could change the page. I could change the URL parameters and do all of those changes in a bulk. It's no different. They all work the same and they're very effective. So now you know how to bulk manage, and it's fantastic once you start growing your Facebook ad account, right? So in the next lecture, we are going to do something super important. We're going to be creating our Facebook business account. Don't skip out on that one. See you in the next lecture.